Hello and welcome. Thanks for tuning in again. I'm the professor, and this is a featured horoscope for October 27th, 2018. And first thing I'd like to say is thank you for your viewership. And if you're interested in me doing a mini reading during one of these horoscopes, please reach out to me on Meetup or reach out to me on the YouTube channel, and I would gladly arrange a little mini reading for you during one of these episodes. The first thing I'm going to say about this time in the zodiac is that it's an incredible time for transformation and growth, particularly in the areas of relationship and business. Right now, Venus is retrograding back to Libra out of Scorpio, which indicates to me that we're reflecting on our relationships and how we're relating to the world. And when we reflect on those things, we look at what's been working in the past, what's not been working, and what are more powerful ways of relating. And the powerful word respect has been coming up a lot in my conversations and in the consciousness with others. And so understanding, respecting yourself, and then showing that respect to yourself. And as you do, you will gain that respect from other people. Right now is a fantastic time for starting a business as well, as Saturn is in Capricorn. It's in its natural position. So if you're looking at starting a business or transforming your existing business, right now is a fantastic time to do so. So without any further ado, we'll get into the signs. Aries, right now you're being challenged with maturity, especially in relationships. So understand that your youthful, energetic spirit must be tempered with sobriety, maturity, those kinds of things, good listening skills, and making sure that you're putting others first, those kinds of things. So understand that right now you're really understanding how to work with other people in relationships and to be mature and be respectful of them. Taurus right now is a time of financial change. You're going to be thinking outside the box in terms of how you make money. So you'll be looking more carefully at stocks, long-term investments, IRAs, 401ks, those kinds of things, and really purposefully planning your future and building your financial future, and very likely looking at some financial advising right now. Gemini, it's a very, very fun time for you. As we look at the reflection on relationships, you'll find this fun spontaneity that you enjoy so much and the flirtations that you enjoy. But through those flirtations and through that spontaneity, you will find right now there'll be a tremendous amount of authenticity. And that authenticity will really guide you to very possibly finding an ideal mate. Cancer right now, you're going to be continuously challenged with family and the patriarchy, whatever that form takes. Sometimes it's in the area of business of work or too as well. So understand that you're going to have to take the role of the good guy in many of your relationships with your family and take a stand for the people who are powerless or don't have a whole lot of means to take themselves forward. So you're kind of the champion of the downtrodden right now, and you will continue to be that. Scorpio, as it moves through, the sun moves through Scorpio, this will be a powerful aid for you for doing the right thing, and you will find that you will indeed prevail. Leo, right now is a time of friction, very similar to what Aries is going through. You're challenged with authenticity, challenged with maturity, but don't forget your creative self. And I think your creative self is really going to add to getting through this time and looking how your partner is really supporting you, and that this is an ideal time for partnership because it's reflecting on your own ego and how to transform your own ego in your relationships. Virgo, this is a time of promotion for you. So if you're looking at your place of work, promotions are very likely to happen. You're moving up that ladder, which is very exciting for you. So understand that you'll be getting rid of things that you don't need and assuming more responsibility, which is really what you're looking for in your work situation. Libra, it looks like a time that's really ideal for love, looking at how we relate in terms of the world and balance. And so you're really going to enjoy the fulfilling feeling of love during this time and deep, authentic connections during this time as well. and how your image is reflected in the world. Scorpio right now is an intensely magical time, for lack of a better term. It may seem like you've got the effortless ability to make things happen, and things are just going to start moving toward you that you've been wishing for quite some time. And so be excited, because this is an exciting time for opportunity, and because November is the month, the beginning of November is the month for Scorpio, but also the entrepreneurial month may be a time for you to look at business and transforming your existing business as well. Sagittarius, this is wonderful, because Jupiter is moving out of Scorpio into your sign. So start making those travel plans now. You enjoy travel, you enjoy getting out there. Start looking at the places that you want to go, and within the next year, 2 years, and you're going to definitely be very happy that you made those plans. The seeds of those travel plans are growing right now. Capricorn, again, you're looking at what's not working, finding that niche of business for yourself, finding that niche in your career that will help advance you. And so, though you're being challenged, though you're being confronted with the obstacle, the goat climbs the mountain and reaches the apex. And that's the spirit of this sign. So understand that your obstacles are something to be grateful for and to continue to climb during this time. Aquarius, you're going to experience the joy of truth in relationships, looking at honesty, looking at integrity, and those are the foundations of trust. And so really right now is a time for reflecting on how you've been dishonest with yourself, dishonest with other people perhaps, and adjusting that and finding that partner to do the same thing with you. Pisces right now is a very mystical time. You may be experiencing that, some things are coming forth from the unconscious, perhaps a piece of music, perhaps a creative endeavor. You'll start to understand that during this time, your well of the unconscious is really bringing into reality things that you didn't expect to show up in the physical world. So it's a dream come true time for you, Pisces, and looking at how you want to see yourself. And I've known several of the people of this sign that have lost a lot of weight, have reached a lot of their goals right now, and it's because it all starts with an idea, with an ideal. All right, so without any further ado, I wanted to look at Crystal's chart. Crystal is in the Tri-Cities, and the first thing I'm going to say, Crystal, is this is an exciting time for travel plans. So look at, because you're Sagittarius rising, as Jupiter moves into that sign, you're going to be experiencing this idea of expanding your boundaries in travel. And so it's really exciting. And what's interesting is when I printed off this chart for this time, it almost aligns perfectly with the rising of your own chart. So I think this was an auspicious sign that you're experiencing right now, your authentic self. What you really want to experience in terms of your relationships, what you really want to experience financially, what you really want to experience in terms of life. And the cultures of the world and connecting with those cultures. Also, because you're the sun sign Capricorn, many of the things I said about Capricorn are true of you during this time. You're going to be looking at how your business is growing, what your business is, but not worrying so much about the business of other people or their judgments or the self-help books you've been reading. It's all about looking at who you are, what you like to do most of the time, and then building a system of activity around that. And you've really done a wonderful job of that. And I know, speaking of both travel and business, you shared with me this trip you took to, I think it was South Carolina, and you were instantly transformed after stepping off the plane. Don't be surprised if a lot of this is going to continue to happen. There's a lot of things on the horizon, particularly with me and Egypt and those kinds of things that I think that you are headed toward as well. So understand that it's going to have a tone of the spiritual to it every time you travel here in the near future. I'm also going to say that you have a good amount of air in your chart, and that air, particularly in the air of sign of Aquarius, is really going to have a lot to do with how you are using technology and how you're using social media and those kinds of things to reach other people and expand your sphere of influence. I know YouTube has been powerful for you, and Origin Stories has been powerful for you. So you're going to be doing some minor tweaking, minor adjustments in those areas. But really, the spirit of this is empowerment, authenticity, and healing for other people. So bottom line, Crystal, what I see for your horoscope here today is reflecting on how you're relating powerfully through your social media, through your business, looking at powerful opportunities for travel and planning right now for those things, and reflecting on how you've been relating to the world and how you can better relate to the world, making some minor adjustments there. And authenticity, 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 looking at, you know, what it is that you're really up to, how you're serving others, and how you're healing others. Hey, thank you again, everyone, for tuning into this horoscope for October 27th, 2018, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks again. So long.